Have you ever paused for a moment and wondered, what does it mean to be homeless in the world's richest country? To not have a door to lock behind you, a bed to rest your head, or even a toilet to use in privacy? In 2025, more than 500,000 people in the United States, Dan T, have a place to call home. It's a crisis so big that it lurks in plain sight on sidewalks, under freeways, in parks, and in abandoned buildings. Today, we're going to count down the top 10 cities in America where homelessness has hit the hardest this year. The numbers you'll hear are real, but behind each one is a human life, broken dream, and a fight to survive that most of us can't even imagine. So buckle up and watch till the end, because some truths are too important to ignore. Number 10, Seattle, Washington. Our list starts in the beautiful Pacific Northwest. Seattle, famous for coffee, tech companies, and grunge music. But today, it's infamous for its sprawling homeless encampments. In 2025, about 14,500 people in Seattle live without stable housing. They pitch tents under freeway overpasses and gather in makeshift communities in public parks. Skyrocketing rents and a severe shortage of affordable homes have pushed even working families onto the streets. Add in the opioid crisis, and you have a perfect storm that local governments are still struggling to control. Number 9, San Jose, California. Next up is the heart of Silicon Valley, San Jose. It's where billion-dollar tech empires are born. But ironically, it's also a place where around 15,300 people have no roof over their heads. Tech wealth has driven housing costs to insane levels. Entire families live in cars parked along industrial roads. You'll find lines of RVs acting as mobile homes for those who simply can't afford an apartment anymore. It's a stark reminder that when the cost of living explodes, the American dream shatters for the working poor first. Number 8, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love, but not much love for its homeless population. In 2025, approximately 17,000 people here are living in shelters, cars, or on sidewalks. Neighborhoods like Kensington have become notorious for open-air drug markets and sprawling homeless camps. Despite countless cleanup efforts, the cycle repeats. People lose housing, fall into addiction, and the streets become their only refuge. For many locals, stepping over syringes on the sidewalk has become an everyday reality. Number 7, Boston, Massachusetts. Boston, a city known for top universities and world-class hospitals. But for the homeless, it's a brutal place to survive, especially in winter. This year, about 19,200 people in Boston are without permanent shelter. Shelters are packed beyond capacity during the freezing months. Many families spend years on waiting lists for subsidized housing that never seems to come through. You might pass by historic churches and fancy brownstones, but just around the corner, someone's entire life is stuffed into a shopping cart. Number 6, San Diego, California. San Diego, America's finest city with sunny beaches and tourists flocking year-round. Yet behind that postcard image lies a shocking reality. Nearly 21,800 people in San Diego are homeless in 2025. Encampments stretch along freeways, riverbeds, and hidden canyons. Many homeless veterans settle here, drawn by the mild climate, but left stranded by the lack of mental health support. The city spends millions clearing encampments, but every time they sweep one away, another pops up days later. Number 5, Washington, D.C. Yes, the nation's capital makes the top 5. Just blocks away from the White House and the halls of Congress, homeless encampments line city streets and parks. Roughly 23,600 people are homeless in Washington, D.C. this year. Families with young children, single mothers, and veterans make up a large share. The irony is haunting. Powerful lawmakers debate housing policies inside marble buildings, while thousands of citizens camp outside in tents under the same stars. Number 4, Chicago, Illinois, the Windy City, comes in fourth. Chicago is known for stunning architecture and deep dish. It's pizza, but also for bitterly cold winters that can be deadly for those without shelter. About 27,500 people in Chicago currently live without stable housing. Abandoned factories and train tunnels serve as unofficial shelters. Many people light fires in metal barrels just to survive the night. When winter hits, overcrowded shelters turn many away. For too many, sleeping outside is their only option. Number 3, San Francisco, California. Few American cities symbolize the homelessness crisis more than San Francisco. Once a haven for free spirits and tech pioneers, it now struggles with tent cities on sidewalks and an epidemic of drug overdoses in plain view. In 2025, an estimated 31,400 people are homeless in San Francisco. The gap between rich and poor is enormous here. Tech millionaires live in luxury high-rises, while just outside, the streets are lined with tents, blankets, and shopping carts filled with someone's entire world. Needles litter sidewalks, and desperate people wander downtown in broad daylight. Despite cities spending billions on housing and services, the crisis shows no signs of slowing down. Number 2, Los Angeles. California, Los Angeles is the epicenter of the West Coast homelessness emergency, and the infamous Skid Row remains ground zero. In 2025, Los Angeles County reports an astounding 72,800 people living without a permanent home. Skid Row alone is a chaotic neighborhood of tents, tarps, and makeshift shelters sprawling for several city blocks. High rents, mental health issues, and drug abuse keep feeding this crisis. While the city spends billions trying to fix it, the sight of people living on sidewalks, under bridges, and even in cars has become depressingly normal. Number 1, New York City. New York at number 1 is America's biggest city and its biggest homelessness tragedy. New York City. The city that never sleeps is also the city where tens of thousands sleep wherever they can. As of 2025, about 88,400 people in New York City are homeless. Many live in overcrowded shelters that offer little privacy or safety. Others ride subway trains all night just to stay warm. For families, the situation is heartbreaking. Entire generations grow up without a stable home, bouncing from shelter to shelter, school to school. Behind every number is a story. So what do these numbers really mean? They mean that while many of us complain about rent or gas prices, over 500,000 Americans don't even have a door to close at night. Each tent you see is a life interrupted. A man who lost his job, a woman fleeing domestic violence, a veteran haunted by war. America spends trillions on wars, technology, political campaigns. Yet somehow, the simple idea that everyone deserves a roof over their head remains an unsolved puzzle. A question for you before we end. Ask yourself this. If you lost your job today, could you pay next month's rent? Could your savings carry you through a medical crisis or an unexpected layoff? Most Americans live paycheck to paycheck, meaning that homelessness is just a few bad months away for millions more. It's not just a problem for them. It could be any one of us. How can you help? You might feel powerless, but change always starts small. Support local shelters, volunteer your time, donate clothes or food. If you see someone struggling on the street, remember, kindness costs nothing. And most importantly, talk about it. The more we acknowledge this crisis, the harder it becomes for leaders to ignore it. Closing words: if this video opened your eyes, share it with someone. Let us make sure these stories don't get buried under shiny city skylines and viral memes. Leave a comment telling us what you think. And if you believe in facing harsh truths, hit that subscribe button, because we'll keep bringing you the reality that others hide. Thank you for watching. Stay aware, stay kind, and never take your four walls for granted.